Let's get a few things fixed. Let's start here. Go down. See if we can take it down a notch. Let's see. Oh, yes. All right. Now let's adjust for lighting. Awesome. Hello, loves. Hello. I am getting a few things ready, and while I am getting those things ready, we are also so sorry. We're also getting my two people who are coming on are getting ready as well. We won't start until about 7:30, and so in the meantime, if you want to tag any entrepreneurs, if you would like to invite, oh, it's 11:11. If you would like to invite any entrepreneurs or people who are growing small businesses, moms who have goals and side hustles who are working to grow their businesses, please make sure to tag them. And while we're tagging, I'm going to send this to a few places. Now, please let me know that you are here. Please let me know that you are here. I should be able to see that you are here if you type at the bottom of the screen, and just wherever you are, if you hit the chat and type, I should be able to respond back to you. Um, and if I don't see you, it's because we're in the middle, but I definitely will be able to see this for the most part. And I'm just going to check in with my people and keep sharing at the same time. Here now. Let's just make sure I give them a good link. Um, Here you go. And all right. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is feeling good. Oh, like that's wrong. There we go. All right. All right. Let's okay. We are almost there. Let me finish doing the thing I was doing. So in the meantime and in between time, listen. We're going to try this again. We tried the other day, but we didn't exactly get what we wanted to get accomplished. So we would like to try this again and see how well this works on the live stream, and see if from time to time we can record live. Most of the time, the podcast will be recorded privately, and then I'll share it on our podcast. But we are kind of trying something new and trying some new technology. So bear with us this evening as we try a few things and hopefully get all together. Just a moment. Oh, hey, love. How are you? Let's show so I can see who you are. Oh, hey, love. Let's hide that there and hide that. And let's go to chat. Let's see if I can see who you are. Okay. Hello. Hello. Good evening, love. How are you? Oh, I see we're coming along. And my people will be here around 7:30. We are just getting the place started. I want you to, if you know any entrepreneurs who are in need of some love, who are in need of some encouragement, if you know women who have goals, who have things that they are working on, and they're also moms trying to find alignment, please tag them. We are going to be here tonight to do some live healing, some alignment in order for us all to get to a good place, whether no matter who is here. If you follow along with us, you will definitely be able to feel wonderful after we are done. The best part about this is that no matter where you catch this, if you get the opportunity to tap in and tune in, you are going to find out that this will be an experience that you will be able to take with you and use it later on. And I'm going to see if I can do that. I don't know if it'll let me. I am just sharing where we need to share, doing what I need to do. Hey, Joan, it is great to see you. As always, Joan is my assistant, and she is my virtual assistant. Joan has been with me for, I believe, over 4 years. I never want to say the wrong thing because I don't like to say the wrong thing. But she's been with me for a very long time, and she is the reason why, while I have been down and having this baby, business has still been running. So, ooh, that space where I learned how to delegate before I had little Livy, changed my life, honey, changed my life, changed my life. I changed my life. So let's get to that place. Let's get to that place. Let's get to that place tonight where we can be on the assignment tonight. And tonight, the assignment is figuring out how we can take care of ourselves from the inside out, get into a place where every little thing is not aggravating us. Every little thing is not frustrating us. How many times have you made it to 12 o'clock in the last month without being agitated, frustrated, irritated, or everything in between? Listen, if you are going through and you have goals that are not working out because there are things going on that are not working out, well, you know what? This is where you need to be. You need to shut everything down, put your phone on do not disturb, put your phone on do not disturb. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into a space where we're going to take care of ourselves tonight. Tag 5 entrepreneurs, tag 5 moms, tag 5 business owners, tag 5 women that you know would benefit from being in a space where they can be taken care of this evening, because that is the goal for this evening. The goal is to be able to take care of each other in a way that we can give back to each other so it feels good. And tonight I can pour into you because I know that I've done enough pouring into myself. And I think that's the place where my sister always said that when you become a mom, you're going to understand when you become a mom. I don't have the ability to explain it to you, but when you become a mom, mom, frustrated daily. See, before I was a mom, and I was not a mom for 41 years. So I lived a very one or two person life where I didn't have to stretch to another person or another child or another thing. And that stretch is different. And it's something that they talk about, the physical fortitude that you need to get your body back in shape after a baby. But what they don't talk about is the mental fortitude. See, what women have never been able to explain to me for as long as I've been asking is, what is this thing? What is the thing that's so complicated? And no one's ever really given me an answer. And I think it's because I don't know if we knew that there is a way to explain it. In fact, even as I'm here today, I'm probably going to struggle with explaining it the best I can. But one of the words that I've learned recently that's become the most powerful word in my dictionary is emotional labor. The emotional labor, hey, Karma, who is my darling, the emotional labor of being a woman, the emotional labor of taking care of your household, the emotional labor of going and working, or just the job of being a parent and doing anything else outside of that. The emotional labor of it all is so overwhelming that there are times when we have dark feelings, dark thoughts. And the worst part about it is It's not even okay to share it. Even when we do share things like triggers and things like that, we're very careful. We make sure to mask, to cover it up and say, yeah, this is happening, but I'm okay. Or this is happening, but I'm okay. But I'm okay. But the truth is, sometimes we are not okay. And the things and spaces and places where we're not okay, those spaces, we want more. Those spaces, we deserve and desire and need more. And Tasha, I'm gonna get you to mute your phone if it'll allow you to. Um, we deserve so much more. And because we deserve so much more, what happened to me after I had my daughter was, I imagine what happens to most people when they expand their family is they don't understand or realize the full commitment of the expansion. And inside of those gaps, those in between spaces, I think that we need to fill them with something. And tonight, I hope that this is going to fill you with something that you need. Now, we're already recording and we're going to get started. But before we get started, what we're going to do is we're going to tap in and tune in. And the only way for you to do that this evening, please put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Please tag 5 entrepreneurs that are building business. Please tag 5 moms that you know. Please tag 5 people that are in the process, in that space, in that time where they need some loving this evening. Even if you're not a business owner, even though I love my business owners, this stretch for me is that expansion past my business owners as well. So please tag, share to any groups that you may have. And we're going to tap in and tune in right now. And we're going to start by taking 3 very deep aligned breaths so that we can tap in and tune in, okay? And I will take you through that first breath and then allow you to go through the last ones, okay? I'll get you to take a deep breath in, hold at the top, deep breath out through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in, hold. Today, I definitely want to welcome I want to welcome everyone who's taken the time out with us. You are here today with us and you are at the quantum path to feel, heal, and grow rich. Now, in this empowering session tonight, we are dedicated to strengthening influential women, enabling them to build empires, rewrite your stories, and embody abundance because it's your birthright. I'm Octavia Harris, also known as the Goal-Diggin Goddess, and I am also a trauma-informed marketing, branding, and storytelling consultant and coach. Now, as a consultant, I specialize in assisting small business owners in developing the 5 foundational. Actually, I'm going to pause for just a sec. Let's see if we can move that. I do want to move it for one sec. There we go. Thank you. Now, as a consultant, I specialize in assisting small business owners in developing 5 fundamental and foundational systems essential for transitioning their businesses into 6-figure enterprises. And through coaching, community support, back end creation, courses, content creation, we lay a foundation for your success. Now, tonight, I want you to join us because this is the best part of my business. This is the transformative journey as we create a healing circle for women in business. Together, we will help small business owners turn their mess into a powerful message, leveraging the power of storytelling marketing, quantum human design, quantum alignment system, which also has EFT by tapping in and tuning into your unique stories, your design, and we're going to propel your business growth. We're going to reshape your narrative and we're going to make sure that you embody what prosperity is because, again, it is your birthright. I want you to get ready to align yourself, get connected with your authentic self, unlock your financial freedom. I want you to seize this abundant moment that awaits you. And I want to be able to allow you to be here and witness yourself as you unleash the entrepreneurial spirit and pave the way to lasting success because, again, it is your birthright. Okay. And so I want to thank you so much for being here tonight because when we're in this space, in this time with each other, with ourselves, this is the place where we get the most out of being in circle with each other. And the reason why I know we have to be in circle right now is because after spending 4 years as a business consultant and a coach, I came to a profound realization about my clients and myself. I noticed that many of us exhibited a lot of similar traits that I once referred to as my procrastination phase, right? Now, this is a period in my life where I constantly self sabotaged my progress, my financial well being, how I felt about my relationships, and I wasn't even aware of it. My clients and myself, we kind of seemed to go through stages where we were stagnant, and I struggled to help them because I did not know how to help them get out of their emotions that kept immobilizing them. And honestly, I couldn't get out of mine sometimes either. So, despite providing them with all the necessary business tools to move forward, to encounter some real significant change, some of them didn't move. Their businesses didn't grow. And it became really evident that they were trapped in a space in the past, in the present, or in the future, wherever they were. And their fears kept undermining their effectiveness. So, through my research, I uncovered this unintended pause that I kept coming into. And it stemmed from unresolved emotions, trauma, and grief that had kind of lingered around in my own body as well as in my clients' bodies. And it started telling them and myself a narrative that I wasn't okay with, that they weren't okay with. And I started to look for other answers. How do I get this negative narrative, this constant self-talk? I wasn't saying it out loud sometimes, but it was definitely in my head. And it was during this time that one of my wonderful interns introduced me to the most transformative thing that I've ever experienced, and that is quantum human design. And everything finally clicked into place. It was like, oh my God, this is the part, the piece, the thing that I didn't realize that I needed, my clients needed, that we were capable of like getting in front of our emotions and getting to a better place and not being stagnant anymore. But we needed help. We needed some tools. We needed something else. And then I found human design. And I'm going to tell you, I've spent the last 4 years in human design. And it's been the most profound shift that I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's led me to prioritize the integration of emotional healing and personal growth alongside of business development because what I'm realizing when I dig deeper into the books, even in the business books, one thing that everyone has in common is mental fortitude, and it's expressed in The Secret in many big huge books, but they don't tell you how to grow your mental fortitude. And that is where quantum human design came in and changed my life because I had the ability to navigate my own emotions, to get a deeper understanding of what I was going through so I could understand me, not so other people could understand me, so I could understand me first and then be calm enough to give it to other people if they wanted it. And so I'm committed to guiding entrepreneurs to this journey where you get to break free from these emotional things that F your day up before noon. You get to rewrite these stories. You get to unleash your full potential because together we can conquer these challenges. We can do this. And I know we can because I started out as a very angry, very hurt, very not sure what to do next woman. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know where I would be. I don't know where my business would be if I didn't get to this place where I made the decision to stop playing around, to figure out why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and to get to a place where I stopped playing these games with myself, how I was feeling with the people around me, and I started figuring out how I felt, why I was feeling that way, sitting into my emotion, whether it was just 90 seconds or 90 minutes at the end of the day, and getting to a place where I loved being in my own skin. Because it's in that place where we're in our own skin that we can then be comfortable around others to kind of teach them how to be close to us, give them boundaries, and show them how to be a part of where we are so that you can choose who can be in your presence. So you can start feeling good. So you don't have to worry about waiting until tomorrow to have a good day. You could have a good day anytime. And I'm going to show you how. And so I thank you for taking this moment to keep with us, to keep steady, and this is a sacred space. I want you to remember that we dropped in, that you are guided by the rhythm in your breath, and we are protected. And we are protected in this sanctuary by our dreams, our aspirations, by our higher powers, whatever that higher power may be for you. And in this space, I want you to know that we're all safe. And as I get to this next space, I want you to tap back in, tune back in, take a deep breath, and give space to Tasha. She is one of the most important people in my life. And what we want to do first is just give her a moment to just share a little bit about who she is and her story. I don't think I can hear you. Let's see.
Okay. Hola. Can you hear me now? All right. So, good evening. I've been waiting all day. It feels like I get a breath of fresh air when I get to share with you. And thank you for like all the breathing and just allowing me to be in the space with you. And it helps me to grow and to be like, oh, like you said, today I can have a good day. So, I am, as I shared before, I'm a single mom of 4 kids. And I don't know if this is just like a big milestone that I wanted to share today is that I've set some boundaries, and that has been like a big thing for me to do. And like one of the boundaries that I set is like with my kids' fathers. And today it was like a big milestone for me to be able to be like, I'm in a space now where I can appreciate that I have boundaries and I can stand up for them. And then I feel good when they are reached. And I feel like I've set those boundaries and I'm not going to turn back on them. So, I'm grateful for like just being in the space of where I am, and for you to allowing me to have like this opportunity to tap into like why is it still like, even though I feel like I accomplished something, I still can be like, all right, I still want to cry and be sad because it's something that's hard for my daughter to deal with because it's a boundary with her father. So I'm just excited to like what you said with the quantum healing. I want to know why I do the things that I do that may be holding me back in order to get to my full potential, because I know that I have like this great potential of like being present and healing and being sitting with people in their dark moments, because I've overcome so many dark times, and like that's what I feel my presence is to be there for other people going through those moments. But however, how do I not let like the times of my healing consume me so where it's like it's not going to hinder me from getting to where my most potential is, because I'm at the place in my life where I turned 40 this year and I'm halfway there. And I still feel like I feel the 40. I feel like the getting out of bed pains, the heartburn. I feel like all of the body changes of being 40, but I also feel like in my mental head of I don't have to wear anybody else's shit no more. Like I definitely just carry mine and what I choose to deal with. And so, but I do have to deal with my kids. And that's one thing that I have a hard time of separating is like I do have to deal with theirs because I feel like so much um like theirs is what I carry. And so um I feel like I did a good job today, and I feel like I did a good milestone by setting a good boundary and being like, yes, I'm not gonna let this negative energy into my life. My daughter's father, he just got home from being incarcerated. She's 7, and he's been incarcerated. This is his third time coming home since she was 7, and I could tell in his voice that he was still getting high. And I was not going to allow you to be around my daughter. I'm not going to allow you to be around me. I'm not going to allow to put myself in that situation anymore. And so I feel like I set a really good boundary to not allow that around us. But it still hurts me because I still day to day have to deal with my daughter and the way she feels about it and making sure that she feels extra loved because I don't want her to ever feel like she's missing out on anything, but I want her to feel extra loved because she's not missing anything. Like I'm protecting her. So,
I love all of this, and I love that you're always willing to be vulnerable and willing to share. I'm also going to bring one more person on the screen, but
please help
that
some.
person, we should just be able to move around a little bit, and we should all be able to get up on here. And the screen will change in a second. She's going to stay muted while me and you continue for a moment. And
Okay.
what I want to do now is first, I want to let people know that if you just came in, please make sure that you tag 5 entrepreneurs, 5 people who may really want to feel better about themselves this evening. We'd love for you to love this video. Please share it out and tag 5 people. I am about to make sure that at least all of us can get on the screen. Let's turn one more on. All right, I'm going to keep her muted, but we're going to keep on going because what we're going to do next is what we've all been here waiting for. And we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of tapping. So we're going to walk through a few things. You may see me pause. You may hear me typing, and it's because I take notes because I like to be very specific about a specific thing that I do. So just bear with me through this. And if you just got here, take 3 deep breaths, put your phone on do not disturb, tap in, tune in, and let's get to feeling better. Remember that whatever I ask them to do at home, you can do the same thing. You can change the words, but you don't have to because you're going to find out that this is all going to be in alignment. You're going to find out really fast that we're all in the same place at the same time. Okay. So, Natasha, if for any reason, Tasha, the screen isn't right or you can't see all 3 of us on the screen or something, let me know because I may not be able to see the screen for a while. Okay. All
Gotcha.
right. Perfect. Perfect. So, to get started, I'm actually going to get you this particular time while I'm asking you questions to just go ahead and put your hand in the position, which is put your ball your fist up. And I'm going to get you to take your other 2 fingers and just kind of tap right here. And cuz I'm going to get you to do the same thing too. That's why I have you muted because it's going to kind of calm you down a little bit before we get started. And because that's what we need. So that's why we're here today to feel calmer on the inside. Okay, so Natasha, I'm going to just ask you a few other questions, okay?
Okay.
So, what has actually been really holding you back in the last week? What thought has really been holding you back in the last week? I think you might be muted. Oh, you might be paused. Hold on. She might be muted. She might. This energy. Hold on. One sec. All right, let's see. Stop it now in the moment. I don't know what happened. Let's get you to redo. Up, stop, stop, stop. Up, she's coming back. Give us just a
Yeah.
moment. All right.
All right. There we go. All
There it
right. Can you
goes.
repeat the question? Like it
Yes.
went out.
Absolutely. So first, let's make sure you can hear me well and make sure that the screen comes back good. Let's
I'm good.
take you off, take you back on. Yes,
Can
yes,
you hear? We're good.
yes. Okay, yes. So have there been any emotions that you've constantly felt this week that have made you feel overwhelmed?
Um, Not this week, but in general in life, um, shame. Shame held me back for a long time.
Mm,
Um, I've actively this past year been trying to let go of shame. Like that was one of the hardest things that I had to get rid of was different types of shame that I had for being a teen mom and for not being married and having kids. So a lot of shame that people look at you a different type of way. So yeah, a lot of shame that I've had to let go. But this week in general, um, I'm just trying to let go of like clenching my jaws. Like I feel like a lot of people say like I didn't realize for a long time I clench my jaws, but I keep my jaws really clenched because of stress. But I feel like I'm actively trying to unstress my body from holding on to so much stress for so long.
yeah, yeah. I
Mhm.
definitely understand that. All right, we're going to get you to go ahead and tap right here. And everybody can tap with us. Everybody tap together. And I'm just going to get you to repeat after me, okay? even though
Even
I
though, sorry,
even though I know that I'm sitting in some darkness
even though I know I'm sitting in some darkness
and shame is constantly around
and shame is constantly around,
and I'm constantly feeling like I'm not enough.
and I'm constantly feeling like I'm not enough.
Am I giving enough?
Am I giving enough?
Are the kids getting enough?
Are the kids getting enough?
Is are they eating well?
Are they eating well?
Am I worrying about their food too much?
Am I worrying about their food too much?
Am I worrying about dad too much?
Am I worrying about dad too much?
And I deeply
And I deeply
and completely
and completely
love myself
love myself
without criticism or judgment.
without criticism or judgment,
Even though
even though
I have this presence,
I have this presence.
I can sit with people in their dark times.
I can sit with people in their dark times.
I can help them heal.
I can help them heal.
It consumes me.
It consumes me.
And I deeply
And I deeply
and completely
and completely
love myself
love myself
without criticism or judgment.
without criticism or judgment,
One more time. Even though
even though
I carry so much shame,
I carry so much shame.
I want to love them extra.
I want to love them extra.
I want to protect them.
I want to protect them.
I want to carry their stuff.
I want to carry all of their stuff.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept myself
love and accept myself
without criticism or judgment.
without any criticism or judgment.
Going to get you to tap right at the top of your head. You can either use one hand or two. I'm going to just use one hand today, but I'd like for you all to use two. Tap at the top of your head here. Just repeat after me. All this shame
All this shame,
in front of your eye, having my kids early,
being a teen mom and having my kids early,
side of the eye, having people look at me.
having people look at me,
Open your eyes, under your eyes, having people judge me.
having people judge me,
Under your nose, all the judgment. all the judgment, all the judgment. On the chin, all of my judgment. I can't hear you, Tasha.
All of my judgment. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Collarbone, all the judgment.
All of my judgment.
Then on the little line where your bra strap is, all the judgment.
All of my judgment.
Get you to take a little deep breath. And if you have anything to drink, sip a little. And then what I'd like to know is if anything came up around or inside of you that you'd like to share.
Are you asking me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I just get sad. Like I feel like I talk to like the little girl inside whenever I'm talking to you because it's just like it's somebody that hears the person that's inside. So yeah, I am able to just be like, it's okay to say like what's what's the shame or what makes you feel bad and what is okay. So yeah, I do. What comes up is just like the little girl. Like I want somebody to just like hug her and be like,
Okay, that's good. What I'd like to do is let's see if we can tap there real fast. Let's see if we can. Can I get you to keep your eyes very open during this, okay?
okay,
All right. Just tap right here. Keep your eyes open. Breathe in between, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to get you to close your eyes, but keep tapping, okay? Both of you, close your eyes, keep tapping. Take a deep breath. And I want you to envision your very first bedroom, very first room that you can remember that was yours, very first
I
space.
have to share with my sister.
Yep, that counts. Yep, your very first space. Yep,
All
we're all sharing. Very first space. Do you
right.
see? Can you get into that room and kind of look around there?
Yes, I can still remember what it smells like.
Mm, mm.
I
Yeah.
remember me in the closet.
Mm, yeah, yeah. All right. What I want you to do is inside of this thought, I hope that you were an adult who walked through the door, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Well, I want you to be the adult who walked through this door, okay? And
Okay.
how old are you? Do you know?
I was about 6 when we moved until I had my own room.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was
Okay.
in kindergarten, first grade. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can I get you to stand at that door?
Hmm.
And can I get you to envision 6-year-old you in front of you? Keep tapping. Do you see her?
Hmm.
You see her hair?
Yep. It was nappy.
Do you see her smile?
Yep.
Do you personally know she's already been through a few things?
I think she knew that things were going on, but she didn't know what was going on.
All right. Do you think that you can walk over to her and ask her if it's okay for you to talk to her?
Sure. She would be like, sure, come on in. Like,
Uh,
do it.
could I get you to ask her if she would be willing to come with you to a place that's safer?
She would be like, yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Can you ask her to hold your hand?
Yeah.
Do you think that you could walk her out the door, out the hallways, and to the front door?
No, I think she's stuck in the room.
Okay. I'm going to need you to pick her up. You still tapping? Pick her up. I'm going to get you to pick her up. And I'm going to get you to ask her if it's okay, if you can take her to a safer place.
Yeah,
Is she going to let you?
I don't know.
Will you try?
She doesn't really trust adults.
I know. I know she doesn't. And I'm going to need you to look at her and tell her that she can trust you. Say it out loud, Tasha.
You can trust me.
Tell her that I am you. Out loud.
I'm you. And you can trust me.
And I'm going to take you to a safer place.
And I'm going to take you to a safer place.
Pick her up.
I had to throw her over my shoulder.
Yes, you did. Now I need you to get to the front door with her. Okay?
Okay.
Now here's the thing. When you open up that front door, your mom, your dad, and your grandmother are all going to be there. And you're going to have to wave at them goodbye and let them know that you need to take her to a safer place. And you've got to say goodbye. You got to say it out loud for me.
I will say goodbye. I'll do better saying goodbye.
Do you still got her in your hands?
She's over my shoulder.
Are you going to take her to a safer place?
Yes.
Is it time to take her out of that house?
Close.
Look at me. Is it time to take her out of that house?
Yes, she's getting out of the house.
Then you've got to walk her past your mom, your dad, and your grandmother. And you've got to tell them that you're taking her to a safer place. Out loud.
What does this tapping do? Where is this helping?
Do you feel, is it not right now? Are you
I don't
at a
know.
place where you can't get out the door? We're going to pause because you can't get out the door. So we're going to pause right there.
Like my chest hurts.
Ah, yeah. Let's get you tap right here. Breathe. Keep your eyes open. Get you to tap right here. Breathe. Eyes open. Get you to tap right here. You're not breathing though.
No, I'm not.
Nope, not breathing. Not
Listen.
breathing. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Tap under your eye. Breath in your nose. Out your mouth. Tap under your nose. Tap on your chin. Look at me. Tap on your collarbone. Are you safe?
Yes, I'm safe.
Tap underneath your arm. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause right there for you. And that's where we're going to just tap a regular tap. And we're going to go back to a regular tap.
Have out.
No, what you did was you told me where you're blocked. Do you see?
Good. Thank
Do,
you.
do you see how in this moment, even though all we are doing is we are right here in this moment, You could not move her because you weren't ready to take her to the place that's safe with you.
Well, I feel comfortable enough to not to lie to you and be like, yeah, I'm kicking, taking her out, kicking and screaming.
And
Just
and
like,
that's the place. That space where we don't know how the past is affecting us, and we can't know that. We can't possibly know, but we can figure out
trying to
space
figure out, yeah.
spaces and time in the past which are affecting us right here today, and we can get to a place where we can at least feel better in our skin today. Okay, so we're going to tap a brand new round where that is going to, and then I'm going to ask you how you feel afterwards, because right now on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is wonderful and 10 is the worst you could feel, how are you feeling right now?
I feel a 10.
Okay, okay,
I
that's good, that's
feel
perfect.
like I did never, like, when you asked the question of why wouldn't I go, like, that was the honest answer that I had, was I didn't trust any adults. And for if any of my adults around me at the time were to hear me say that, they would be like, well, what do you mean? You were safe, you were fine, you had food. Like, so to me that meant a lot for me to tap back into that place of, oh, this is what you really didn't like. Yeah, I was surrounded by a bunch of adults, but I did not feel safe with them. Um, and it doesn't mean that they were bad. They were not bad at all. But it was just, I, in my head just now, it just clicked. Like, I didn't feel safe going with them because I was just like, I don't understand what's going on, and I don't trust y'all to tell me what is going on. And, that's why I try to take the honest road with my kids, with all of them, is to be like, whether it hurts or not, this is where we're at. This is where we're going to handle it. We're going to go through it together, but this is where we're at. And I've had to do that the hard way with 4 of them. And it's made me stronger, but it's definitely wears on your emotions as a woman too, to feel what your kids feel all the time.
It definitely weighs on you. It definitely does. And it's an everyday weight. And I appreciate you sharing all these things, because the list of things that you shared in the moment is literally the list of what 90% of all the women who speak to me share. So, this space where you're vulnerable also shows every person listening in the room that we are in the same place at the same time, even if we're not the same people. Okay. So I thank you for being vulnerable. And let's tap you back down so that you feel better, because that was the goal of this, right?
Yeah.
Feel better. All right. I got to pause for a second. My little one is screaming, and no one has come to get her yet. Hold on.
No, get that baby. Go get that baby. Hi, Felicity.
Hi.
Thanks for listening to my crazy fucked up life.
Girl, mine's about the same.
Welcome.
Why you in here?
Look at her.
All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get you to tap the side of your hand, and keep your eyes open for me. Okay. Eyes open. Even though
Even though
I don't trust adults,
I don't trust adults,
sometimes I don't trust myself.
sometimes I don't trust myself.
And no matter what, sometimes I don't feel safe.
And no matter what, I don't feel safe.
Even though people loved me,
Even though people love me,
I didn't always feel safe.
I did not always feel safe.
It wasn't because they were bad people.
It was not because they're bad people.
I just had bad experiences.
I just had bad experiences.
And I deeply and completely
And I fully and completely
love and accept myself
love and accept myself
without criticism or judgment.
without any criticism or judgment.
Even though
Even though
I don't know what safe is yet.
I don't quite know what safe is yet.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept myself
love and accept myself
without criticism or judgment.
without criticism or judgment.
One deep breath. Even though
Even though
I want to help my kids do everything
I want to help my kids conquer the world,
and I want to help them feel because no one let me feel,
I want to allow them to feel because nobody allowed me to feel.
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept myself
love and accept myself
without criticism or judgment.
without criticism or judgment.
At the top of your head, protecting them.
Protecting them,
Front of the eye, protecting me.
protecting me,
Side of the eye, protecting me.
protecting me,
Under the eye, protecting me.
protecting me,
Under the nose, protecting them.
protecting them.
On the chin, we're all safe.
We are all safe. We are all safe.
On the collar, oh, wait a minute, on your collarbone, we're all safe.
I just had to say it a couple of times because
Yes,
sometimes I'm never sure.
exactly. Exactly. We're all safe. On your side right here, we're all safe.
We're all safe.
I'm curious how many times you tell yourself that you're safe.
I have to remind myself a lot of the time. That's why I said I don't realize it until after I've come out of it that I am safe, and how much, like I said, trauma that my daughter's father put me through. That I have to remind myself to wake up with my jaws not clenched, with my and breathe actively, to make sure that I'm breathing and act, actively getting oxygen in. I have to remind myself to do that and that it's healthy to do that and not to grit my teeth at night. So I do that usually once a day.
Okay.
Self that I'm safe. I have to remind myself and to be like I'm not in the same place. I have to do that consciously to make sure that I don't keep staying in that place,
Yeah.
not feeling safe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In order for my kids and us to move on, I have to remind myself so we don't stay stuck.
And when you were tapping as we were calming down, there are spaces where I want to know if anything else came up.
No, just like I'm proud of myself. Like I'm proud of myself. Like I definitely am like I made it through so much that I am proud. Like that I am still breathing, that I am taking care of four kids with no father around. Like that my son, if he calls and says that he needs money, I can send it to him. I'm proud of myself that I take care of all four of them. And no matter what Miracle's dad is holding over her head for a check, I don't want the check. I don't want your company.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I want it to also be allowing me to be proud of me, to say, like, I've done it without this. And if I've made it this far, like, I know that I'm capable of doing way more, but I just know like I'm proud of me for doing it this far because I knew that I would be a mom, but I didn't know I'd be a single mom. So I knew that I would have to cook the bacon. I didn't know how to bring home the bacon too. I had to buy it, fry it, slice it, that.
All that part.
I
All
knew I
those
was
things.
gonna be a mom, but I didn't know I was gonna have to do like both parts. But I can be like, you know what? I can check that off my list. It's like, bitch, you're doing it. Like you're killing it. Like you're doing
Exactly.
something.
Exactly. And when you say these things to yourself and you're out of your mind and you're in your space looking around, you feel better, right?
I feel so much better. Like I
Mhm.
just enjoy like I'm like, okay, I have to just remind myself though that I'm okay. Like I
That
definitely
you're
have
okay.
to keep reminding myself everything's okay. Because it doesn't matter if I can provide. Sometimes I still have to remind myself that I'm okay. Like you said, that I'm safe and that I'm okay.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that we'll work on over the next few weeks is you having a daily thing that will get you to that place that it's going to one remind you and something that you can do all day long. One of the best things, and I'll probably just send it to you, is I know it looks so silly. It's
No.
just this little thing that's around my neck. It is a meditation stick. That's all it is. It one is a little bit heavy. It's very heavy. So it reminds me to breathe when I'm not breathing. And when I need to breathe, it's also a moment for me to pause, even if it's just one breath. Sometimes all you need is one breath. So your next thought comes in. So the thought that doesn't say,
That, I
kill
think,
everybody gets replaced with, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm just overstimulated right now and I need to go outside for a second, you know?
yeah.
And so I'm going to send you one of these as a gift. So I'll make sure to send that to you so that you'll have it. And then I'm going to send you some assignments. You know how I love assignments. So that you can do over the next 21 days to,
And can I
to
send Felicity one too? Can I send her?
abs- absolutely, because here is the thing that I'm going to share with you. We're going to get back to the other side of what I do, which is coaching. The thing that you're not doing is being repetitious in a positive way with yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that.
So you'll wait until the disaster, then be like, oh, I'm gonna get myself safe and in a good place. But what I'd love for you to do is get into a place where 6 times a day you are pausing to practice this inner dialogue that needs to change. Because here's the deal, I don't care who you are, all of your trauma is going to get compounded in your conversations and in your interactions all day long, whether you know it or not.
Yeah. It definitely comes out like you don't try to do it, but it just
Yeah,
comes.
it's coming out. It's oozing out of your shit everywhere. You're
Yeah.
losing your shit. You're exploding, then having to apologize, then reliving that trauma on top of your other trauma.
And you're all sad
You're
again.
all sad and frustrated. What would happen if you caught yourself before you start talking to that inner dialogue that's about to take you
Yeah.
down
That
the never ending rabbit hole?
sad roll. The sad Sally.
Right. And so, first thing that I ask people to do is the number one thing that you'll be on your list is you are going to become the watcher of your thoughts. And this is the hardest thing. It'll take you years, but the number one thing that I want everybody to do is you're going to be the watcher of your thoughts. And what that means is that one, your thoughts are going to be your brain, your thoughts. It is a completely different entity from your mind, from your soul. The thing that is happening up here talking to you all day long needs to quiet down, whether
It-
it is a voice,
yeah.
whether it is video, whether it is pictures, it needs to calm down. And when it is calm or not, you need to stop interacting with it. You have to know from this moment forth that everything it says, it's a lie. And this is why. Because if you agree with it one time, it's going to take you down the fucking rabbit hole. It's going to take you all the way down to the bottom of the ground. And before you know it, your whole day is ruined. You want to go to sleep and start back over. Because if you agree with her, she is going to take you to a safe place in
In fact,
theory.
yeah. In
And
theory,
it's only going to
my
be,
couch. It's my couch. It's the corner of my couch.
it's not safe.
I know. Not.
Talking, and this is the thing, that is the thing, if we disconnect from talking to ourselves, you know what happens, it will try harder to talk to us. The
Mm-hmm.
harder that you say, I'm not going to interact, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole,
Here she
that
comes.
the more you'll do it, especially that first week.
Yeah.
And the trick is, the number one trick is the decision
Mm-hmm.
in you to no longer associate with something that's killing you.
Yeah. The active. That's what I had to do with active addiction. I had to make.
Yes.
I had to make a choice.
So this same thing is a new addiction. Thinking is an addiction. It's an actual epidemic.
I realized it's overthinking.
People are always like, think about it, think about it. No,
Ah!
thinking is not what you're supposed to do. If you want to think about something, you get a pen and paper and you write it down and you get a pros and cons list. You don't think
Think.
about it.
Yeah.
That's not how you fix things. It's the rabbit hole to disaster. So the first step is making a decision that you are not going to interact except for out of curiosity. Now, when I say that, we have to be careful. That means that instead of you saying, why in the blankety blank did they do that? It should be, I'm curious what happened in their life to make them decide to do it that way. You see, the tone in your head is a disrespectful bitch.
We'll
And
see.
if anybody can prove to me that the tone in their head is not disrespectful, bitch, we'll stop talking right now. But
No.
until
Depends on what type of sign you are. I feel what kind of disrespectful bitch they are. Because mine is passive aggressive.
I was
and
about
that
to
is
say
the
that
most
it depends
I'm
on
Pisces.
it depends on the sign. It depends on who's talking to me at that very given moment.
And their
It
tone.
depends on if my kids are around.
But you
It
see how many
depends on a lot.
stipulations? Like, where is the stipulation that says she's going to talk soft, nice, and kind to me?
But see, my like
Not. See, because that's where we are. We are deciding that we can't talk to her if she is being belligerent, passive aggressive,
very good.
quiet, blaming, shifting. We're not talking to her anymore at all.
She knows how to play these games.
She is smarter than you because she knows all your bad habits. And this is why you have to stop interacting with her. I cannot express to you enough that every bad moment, every bad day has come from this bitch.
It's called from discipline. Is that what they call it?
Listen, I don't even know if it's discipline because I'm not real good at discipline. I'm not going to tell you no lie, but I'll tell you what you are both good at. You are both good at learning something through repetition.
Okay.
You may not have discipline, and I'm not asking you to be disciplined. I'm asking you to do something so much that it becomes second nature.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm good
You
at that.
can do that because you did it with your children.
I can do that. I can do it. Yeah.
And the only thing that I'm going to ask you second is that you stop putting those kids before yourself. Because whether you know it or not, that's just a martyrdom. That's just codependency. That's just you trying to pause. Hold up. That's just you trying to self-correct from all the shit that you feel shame and blame about. You trying to save them from all the shit you feel like you caused them. Listen.
That's what it is.
No one can fill another person with that kind of energy. All you are doing is giving them that energy. You can't feel them like that because I can't feel you like that. I can't come in and be like, cause my mama did. I'm going to try my best to make everybody. No, cause my mama did good. No, me blaming one thing on another thing is just blame, no matter what it looks like. So we can't do that. We have to get to the place where we're deciding that even if she tries to talk us into hearing her out, that our only next force of action is to figure out how to keep her quiet in there. For me, I personally set her in a chair, I put her in the corner, and then I put black duct tape. I don't know why it's black. I don't know why.
Wrap her ass in a chair.
Yeah, I do. I wrap her up in the little chair. I put black duct tape all around her. I kiss her on both sides of her cheek, and then I shove a little thing in her mouth to tell her, because
Be like, I'll be back.
yeah, and I tell her, don't talk bad about my sister. Don't talk bad about my mother. Don't talk bad about me. Don't talk bad about, and I remind her that even if they did X, Y, and Z, don't be talking bad about them, because me judging them is just me blaming them.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And what we want to do is look at it from a curious perspective, more like, oh, that's interesting, but not in a sarcastic way. You know what I mean? So I'm going to ask you, one, make the decision to stop allowing her to talk to you and you entertain her. And that's going to be hard.
Like, now that you say it like that, it makes a different persona of like how to handle it. So yeah, it does like make me look at it a different way. Like
Right.
that I had like a little girl inside, but I never had to be like, oh, I got to tape her up and tie her to a chair and kick her up, pick her up, kicking and screaming.
Well, here's the thing. The person in the chair isn't the little girl. The person in the chair is the trauma-filled adult that is having hissy fits, having meltdowns emotionally because the little girl hasn't been taken care of.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
The little girl, you can take care of her. You can put her, yes.
Thought of it that way, to be like, all right, to be objective, to think of it in that way, and like it's just a whole, oh, like an aha moment.
Yes, because again, that one voice is why you're having bad days. It's why you're having bad moments. It's not that.
I actually now know that I've been quiet. Sorry to cut you off. I didn't mean, but I actively have been quieting her to be like, all right, let's just keep her comfortable. Let's just make her quiet. Let's just do be okay. And
I'm gonna send you a book as well, because that's what's happening. Is you're just trying to feel better for a moment, even if that means you are saying yes when you mean no.
Yeah, I just want to feel better at the moment. I just want to rest sometimes. I just want to just like quiet her. I just want her to be like okay and be like, you're safe, you're fine, you're okay.
All right.
Not to be completely overwhelmed. But
not to be completely overwhelmed, which brings us to step 2.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Like, I didn't realize what I was doing to get to that point, to be like, oh, this is what you're doing. You're just like pacifying it. Even though I know that I should be doing something else, I just was doing it because it felt comfortable. It felt like this is okay to do this. She needs to rest.
Right.
This baby needs to rest.
And that's why I'm going to ask you to do step 2. And the step 2 is letting go of taking care of all these people and then saying, I'm doing it for them.
Thought of all the people that took care of.
Yeah, all of them. It's like 7, 8 people. And it's ridiculous because while we are taking care of them, here's the thing. You're irritated while you're doing it. You're wondering why no one's taking care of you like that. Yeah. It's one of your prime fucking questions. Why isn't someone taking care of me like that? Because you're not making them. You're not teaching them.
Somebody feed me.
Cause is it okay if I turn my camera off? I gotta give the girls a bath, but I am listening.
Yes.
Okay, but I just gotta go in the house and get him a bath. And
go. I know.
I'm listening.
No problem.
I gotta find mine too. They're probably somewhere with Play-Doh.
Oh, that's the whole truth. That is the whole truth. All right, let's make sure we put her on the screen. She's going to stay on the screen. There we go. Is this space where we accept 2 things: that we are going to stop talking to the person who is possibly ruining our lives, which is everything that's going on up here. Yeah. And it doesn't matter whether you spill something on your shirt, or whether you get a bill, or whether your partner does X, Y, or Z, or whether you simply don't feel like getting out of bed. It only takes a moment for you to shift into this person who at any given moment you could bite off somebody's head. Yeah. And so this space where you learn to listen and out of curiosity, but when you realize, hey, I'm thinking, I need you to go do something else. Usually, I just want you to stand up. And if you can't figure out how to get out of the loop, then I use the Mel Robbins 5 second rule. It's so super easy. You count out loud 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, go physically do something. When
That's
you,
I didn't think about that.
yes, just get up and move, get up and go, get up and do something because it's in that space that you're going to change things because you're like, oh, when you're seeing right in front of you, you will get back to a place where you know you're safe
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you are going to be in a safe place if you're here in the moment instead of up here inside of all your fears and worries. You
that makes
are safe out here, as
sense.
safe as one can be, right?
Absolutely, it makes so much sense because if I just get up and move, I'm doing being productive, but
Yep.
I'm not in my head.
Not in your head. And then that means you also need like a hobby,
Oh,
something
I
that,
have no, I have no hobbies. Like I do
no,
have, it's like I do have hobbies. Like
see,
I'm
you
great
do.
doing painting and art. Like I'm
See?
really good at doing things with calligraphy. Like I
See?
write.
So I am going to put on your assignment to make sure that you are actively engaged in something that is a something that brings you joy. So at
Yeah,
the end of every day, you should be able, even if it's just 15, 20 minutes, experience that or on your break during the day. Like there's this space where you are allowing everyone around you to determine what you do all day. You don't even say no. You're
yeah.
not, you're just, you're like, oh, they need me. No, they don't.
I
They
do.
don't.
Oh,
You
they need something. They need this. I'm gonna do
no,
this.
no, no, they don't.
This
What
happened.
what you need is to take care of yourself so that there's no excuses and you don't get into a place where you're doing bullshit and you're like, oh, well, how did I get to this place?
Point, and I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
I get it.
Right. And you don't want that. What you want is to feel better. So if you want to feel better, we're going to put some things in place so that you can feel better.
Thank you. Already done.
Already done.
Better talking to you. Already done.
Already done. Already done. And the best part about this is you never realize that the reason why I have you here, no matter how many which ways, is because you don't know that the things that you carry are the things that 90% of my clients carry. You're not weird. There is nothing wrong.
Be
You, huh?
I can be
You
successful. I can do this thing.
you can do all the
I
things.
can
There's
life.
nothing.
I can do all the things.
Yes. The only thing that is in your way is that thing that's been talking to you and making you feel fearful at every step. But we're going to get away from that, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. From 1 to 10 right now, 1 being feeling really great and 10 being feeling not good in any way. How you feeling right now?
10. I always feel a 10 when I talk to you. Like you always make me feel better.
Oh, I'm glad you're
But a
feeling better.
10 because I feel unlocked and a little bit clear of things that, like I said, that was my bucket list was to get to this summer and
Yes.
quantum physics.
You got to, and we got to get this in person. And the best part is I appreciate you taking this time to do this in front of other people. And because this is the first time I've ever tapped live. Like I tap with my clients, I tap in private.
I've done it
This,
before at my job, so I've done it and felt better. And so I've tried to do that with my son. He has problems with anxiety too. So I tell him a lot of the times when he's having, I'm like, tap here. We tap. So I know the benefits of tapping, but I've never like it's never accessible to a lot of people in our area of color
yeah,
because people are like, oh, what is tapping? Like the doctors, is your insurance going to pay for that? So, so, so
very true. Very, very, very true.
a lot of the time people don't think about it as being like helpful, but I know the benefits of it and I've seen the benefits of like the internal healing, and so I stand by it. And I was just like, if I can't make it to you, and then when you said let's do it this way, I was like, yes, please pick me.
Absolutely. And we are going to be tapping a few times over the next few weeks. You and I, doesn't matter whether we do it on the
You
phone or whatever, we're going to just keep
just,
tapping.
hey girl, I'm sending you the link, and I'll just put my little tripod up, and I'm there.
All right, awesome. And I'll make you a whole little package and send it out to you. And I'll probably get your package out no later than tomorrow so that you'll have it for the weekend so that you
I
can
just,
just
I appreciate you. Whatever.
absolutely, absolutely. And I appreciate you. I want to take this time. I'm going to record the end of this at a different time. I'm not going to do it now. But what I do want to do is I want to thank everybody who tapped in and tuned in tonight. I want to thank everybody for being available to take this time. Now, Felicity, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have you come back and do our next show live with us. So we're going to have
Yep.
to just reschedule. I'm glad you were here, but I am at my capacity for what I can do. Hey, Misha. And I know when I'm at my limits because I've only been up all day today trying to get this right, only for it not to go right. And we had to do it a whole different way, but it's all good.
All you do, you're perfect.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to send her the link and I'm going to let you all know if you all want to actually get to any place where you want to remove anything that is going on. You can always book at octaviaharris.com. That is always something that you can do. And let's see, let's get this. There we go. This is, and I thank you all for definitely being here. This is the Quantum Path to Feel, Heal, and Grow Rich by Octavia Harris. This is a podcast. And so we will be asking people to come and join us on the podcast. You will also get the replay on the podcast that'll have a few other extra bonuses inside of it as well. But we will put the link. But in the meantime, you can always go to octaviaharris.com at any time to book an appointment with me. um, we have quantum human design there as well as my packages for coaching. And right now we only have two packages available. You can either do my monthly coaching package, uh, which if you buy it as a whole, it's $555. Or if you do our 6-month package, it is $2,500. And that includes all of your branding, marketing, online programs, everything that you get access to on our online website, octaviaharris.com. And plus, you also get 12 months of our training. So you get access to that. And we do in-depth marketing trainings as well as live shows for us to be able to help you share your story, turn your regular story into a brand story and turn it into something that's powerful. I'm going to be real with you. The best thing about storytelling marketing is if you choose to, you do not have to market. You do not have to have ads. You can grow organically. I've grown in this entire North Carolina. And the only time I've ever bought ads is when I've advertised for another brand. I've never spent more than $300 during the whole time that I've been in business for advertising because I've never had to advertise. And the next few weeks is the first time you're truly going to see me advertise because I've never had to, because we use storytelling marketing and it's super easy to do. And it only takes you about 3 months to learn and 3 months to implement in your business. So if you would like to figure out how to feel better, heal, and then grow your business to exceptional riches, get up with me. I love you all. Please love, like, share this video, tag 5 entrepreneurs, and I love you all so much. Tasha, thank you so much for joining us today. We really enjoyed you, and I want to thank everyone. Please, 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 if you have any questions, inbox me. If you'd like to be on one of our shows, inbox me. I'll send you a link to what you need to do next. And I will have the links up for the podcast once it is live. But please replay this, share this, and hey, I love you all. Have an amazing rest of your evening. And remember, if you share your story, you can heal, feel,